Randy Couture in a training session. His opponent, 40-year-old Hidehiko Yoshida, 8-7-1, all 8 wins via submission. The Sydney 2000 Olympic gold medalist in judo in the under 78 kilo division. He was also the 1999 world champion in under 90 kilos, the 1998 Asian champion under 78 kilos. Got 1 and 4 in his last 5. His last win over Maurice Smith at Sengoku 3, Sumo with a neck crank. Made his MMA debut in 02 at Pride 23. An armbar over another former UFC champion in Tom Fry. Yoshida went 3-0 with wins over Masato and Kiyoshi Tamura before his first loss to Vanderlei Silva at Pride Final Conflict 2003. Had some epic bouts with the likes of Hoist Gracie. An armbar submission over Mark Hunt. Wins over Tank, Yusuke Nishijima. Losses to Crocop, Josh Barnett. And yes, even James Thompson.
試合に先立ちまして両選手の国歌を独唱します。皆様ご起立をお願いいたします。
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem.
The national anthem about to be sung here by Shigehiro Sano.
独唱は佐野茂弘さんです。
The Japanese national anthem will be sung by Sano Noshiro-san.
君が世は千代にや千代にさざれ石の岩をとなりて苔の農村まで
皆様どうぞご着席ください。
Thank you. You may be seated.
続きまして認定宣言です。 SRC コミッション委員会コミッショナー井上幸彦様お願いいたします。
認定宣言。本日開催のフィールズダイナマイト勇気の力2009における吉田秀彦選手対石井聡選手の試合は SRC コミッション委員会が認定した来年範囲であることをここに宣言する。平成21年12月31日 SRC コミッション委員会コミッショナー
Jonathan Shaw with a translation here.
He's just basically saying that this is a sanctioned match by, it's a Raiden match, Raiden Cup from Sengoku.
Thank you, Jonathan. So much anticipation for this one. Yeah, this is a long time coming.
本日の第13試合ライデン杯を行います。青コーナー180センチ104キロ石井聡
5th-degree black belt in judo, 2008 Beijing Olympic gold medalist Satoshi Ishii.
赤コーナー181センチ110キロ吉田秀彦
And just a clarification from what I said before, a bit of a slip up on my behalf. Yoshida winning the 1992 gold medal, of course, at the Barcelona Olympics in the under 78 kilo division. Also placed 5th at the 96 Atlanta Games in the under 86 kilo division. We're under Sengoku rules for this one. Kicks to the head of a grounded opponent are okay, but not from the 4-point position. 3 5-minute rounds. The heavyweight who was the most sought-after fighter in the world in the last 12 or 18 months, Satoshi Ishii, is finally about to make his mixed martial arts debut against a veteran in Hidehiko Yoshida, Michael Chiavello, Guy Mezger, Jason Mayhem Miller. It is Dynamite 2009.
You can see from right here, man, there's a size difference here. Yoshida is definitely a lot bigger than Ishii.
We feel Ishii will have the speed. Yoshida has the experience.
Then exchange jabs.
Hey, you know, both these guys are actually pretty good strikes for judo players. You know, pretty good strike for anybody for that matter, but...
We've already seen Ishii throw a nice jab, 2 off the bell earlier on. Neither man looking for any sort of takedown thus far in the opening 45 seconds.
Yeah, just a feeling out, kind of jabbing their way in, kind of getting their range right now.
Ishii's got the chin tucked a lot more. Yoshida is very straight up, and his chin is actually out as he throws the right hand. Uppercut from Yoshida, doubles up on it now. Ishii being hit for the first time in the face.
Yeah, Yoshida looks very comfortable right here, standing up. And Ishii does not look to be trying for a takedown at all.
And he looks, you know, he looks a little befuddled too. He's getting hit a little bit.
You can see in his back, he's very tense right now. You know, he's not relaxed. He doesn't have that experience. I mean, years and years of experience Yoshida has inside a ring, you know? I mean, you can have a lot of judo experience, which both men do, but man, Yoshida has a ton of experience in the ropes.
And Ishii survives.
Ishii survives, but for how long? With the same game plan now.
Yoshida throwing the heavy artillery here in the first round. Ishii's got to take this to ground. He has to.
Oh my goodness. This is not what anybody expected.
On the contrary, this is exactly what I expected.
You did, Mayhem. I'll give it to you.
Tell you did.
Called it all out. The knee. Ishii is getting owned here in the first round. Yoshida like a house of fire. And again, the big right hand, the uppercut. Ishii's got to get out of there or take him down.
Ishii's getting the big brother treatment right now.
Oh, ain't no doubt about that.
Gut-munching knee, uppercuts.
And no answer here, no answer whatsoever.
That nose may be broken. A huge lump on the bridge of the nose. And the overhand right, left hook from Yoshida, doing no favors to Satoshi Ishii.
Yoshida looks just as comfortable as if he just rolled out of bed.
Yoshida giving Ishii a very warm welcome to the world of mixed martial arts. Old school versus new generation. And at the moment, the old school is owning. Ishii really hasn't done anything. And we've only got 1 minute 40 remaining here in the first round. It's been all Yoshida. Now Ishii comes forward, still the punches fall short. Yoshida resetting himself.
Yoshida looking for a home for that right hand again.
It is cocked and ready, he just wants to pull the trigger.
Yeah, a lot of his strikes are just, they just seem to be setting up his large, giant, swinging right hand. There it is again.
He's got hands the size of car batteries, Yoshida, and he is battering Ishii with them at the moment. Oh, Ishii walks into an uppercut. 1 minute remaining. We've heard a lot of mixed stories about the training of Satoshi Ishii. Some full of praise, some raising question marks about his physical shape, about his stamina, his conditioning. He circles off to his right. He needs to go that way to stay out of the way of Yoshida's right hand. There was no mustard behind that jab from Ishii.
Yoshida continues his stalk.
Just so calm, so calculated. Hidehiko Yoshida.
That's what years and years of fighting will do for you. There's not a nervous bone in his body right now.
And Ishii, his blood-spattered nose tells the tale of the first 5 minutes. Yoshida just relaxed. It's like he's taken a Valiant, and he still managed to do that much damage. End of the first round. I don't even have to be Captain Obvious and ask Guy Mezger.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm half stunned that this fight has turned out like this. I mean, Jason definitely called it. I thought for sure that Ishii would be pressing this fight a lot more, and he's not. He's sitting back and clubbed is what he's doing. It's not the way he's going to win this fight. Yeah. He needs to press the fight, get it in there, and get it, be able to kind of tire him out.
That's the one that may have shattered the nose there. As you see the corner going to work on Satoshi Ishii, he takes a seat. And Yoshida is on his feet. Ishii, though, is first to emerge from the corner. Ready to go.
I got to say, I'm most excited about the fact that I see the EA Sports logo on Yoshida's pants. That means he's going to be in the game, too. I'm pumped.
EA Sports releasing their mixed martial arts game in 2010. Ishii is ready to go for round number 2. It's been a baptism of fire. Is that Kitaoka doing some special comments?
Now, this is a good...
Oh, no, that's Kamada. He looks like Kitaoka. That's the boxer Kamada, of course, lending special comments.
Yeah, this is good to see because Ishii now has faced some hardship in his first round of mixed martial arts. Now, let's see how he comes out in round 2. Will he be scared? Will he shy away? Or will he meet to the challenge?
To think that Ishii, when he won the gold medal in Beijing and then straight away said he's going to go to mixed martial arts, the first man he called out, believe it or not, was Fedor. Can you imagine what Fedor would have done to him in that first round?
We can all dream big.
Second round.
Costs no more to dream big than it does dream small, right?
Ishii is not done yet. You can't rule him out. He's trained around the world from Brazil to the US to Japan in preparation. But as Guy has said in the past, there is something completely different about putting it into training and then being really hit truly in the face for the first time. Or like that for the 10th time in a fight, as Yoshida has done here tonight.
Yeah, there's an old saying, everybody wants to fight until you get punched in the face, and then you find out if you really want to fight after that.
Yoshida once again just composed, just relaxed.
And Ishii seems to relax a little bit and try to find a range to punch, but thus far not done any damage.
And he's closing his eyes, he's anticipating getting hit, so he's closing his eyes and kind of flinching, so his punches come up shorter that way.
Are we seeing 2 more judoka here in a boxing match? It certainly looks that way. There's been no attempts for a takedown so far, no shoots made. Only in mixed martial arts would you see this.
Nice hook, but not a lot of mustard on it.
Ooh, snappy jab between the eyes from Yoshida. Ishii just trying to reset himself. And again, stiff jab from Yoshida. Right hand.
Yoshida continues to look composed, just kind of trying to find a place for that right hand, and there he misses one.
Uppercut almost took out the ring lights. Yoshida taking his time, leans back Fat Joe style out of the way of the left hand. Knee to the bread basket from Satoshi Ishii. Knee guard put on there by Yoshida. Gives it up and takes a knee.
First time in the clinch here from the judo players.
What can Ishii do now? Let's see how the new generation judo skills play up against the old guard. Goes for a single here.
And Yoshida being warned for his arm around the rope.
Uppercut from Ishii. Walking knee to the back thigh, then goes to the lead thigh. This is more like it from Ishii. He seems more comfortable here, Mayhem.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it looks like he's starting to actually affect his game plan, whatever that may be.
Flipping left hook and no starch behind it, nor did the second one from Satoshi Ishii.
Yeah, Ishii seems to like this clench position. I mean, I don't know if he's working for a takedown necessarily, but, you know, he's definitely trying to land shots from right here.
He looked for a trip takedown there, Guy, for the first time.
Yeah, that particular takedown, that particular trip is not a high percentage against a good judo player. Not a high percentage takedown.
Muay Thai clinch here from Yoshida.
Little shot after the break.
Yeah, grimace there. They touch gloves, good sportsmanship. There's been quite a bit of smack talk between the two of them. Ishii certainly is renowned for being quite vocal. And he waits for it again, still can't find that clean connecting punch. Again on that occasion, and again with the jab. That's more like it from Ishii.
Yeah, Ishii's actually starting to find his range and find Yoshida's head, interestingly enough.
And it seems to me, Jason, he's finding his confidence too.
Definitely. I mean, those two shots right there prove it. We'll see, you know. He definitely, you know, after that first round, I thought he was done, but he's coming back strong in round 2. And I don't think Yoshida has nearly as much gas as he used to.
No, he's 40 years old, and he's definitely carrying more weight than he has in the past too. You know, so that's different. He's going against what? How old is Ishii? 22, 23 years old, something like that.
Young buck, yeah. So
straight out of let's face it, the Japanese judo program is a tough program. You know, so.
Scoring with the knees.
35 seconds on the clock here in the second round. Oh, knee caught him in the groin. And that's not going to do you any favors. That's a painful one. He cut the pie up the center.
Oh, man, I'm glad Yoshida-san has already had a child. Oh, man.
Because that's a replay we really wanted to see in slow motion.
Listen, I wanted to see it in super duper slow motion.
You're a sick man, man.
There you go. Let's get a close-up on the doctor.
Oh, wait. That was inappropriate. Well, maybe not in Japan, but
yeah, really. The sad part is he's really not the doctor.
Here comes the happy ending.
That was a fan. One lucky fan goes home with Yoshida's cup. Ishii seems not to feel guilty about that.
I'll take a look again. Oof.
Oh, I could see his pelvic bone.
Happy New Year, Yoshida.
Oh, good Lord.
Be wearing his balls as earrings after that one. Return those to Tiffany's.
It almost knocked the logos off his shorts.
Meanwhile, a breather for Satoshi Ishii in what has been a much better round for the Beijing Olympic gold medalist.
I'm curious what they're going to do here. I mean, if he doesn't continue, then...
Ishii, who actually comes from a family of athletes. His parents are both physical education teachers who competed at a high school level in judo and handball. His sister was on a national championship water polo team. Kabunja Publishing actually put out a book of Ishii quotes in November last year. You can buy your own Ishii quote book.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm getting that for my coffee table.
Oh, yeah, that's what we need.
And Yoshida still down here.
21-year-old kid.
Ooh, the hand in the pants again.
Oh, man. I don't like this. There's a referee convention going on in the ring, center of the ring. Oh, man, I hope they don't put some ice on it right here. Whoa,
The cup's out. You're looking if it's cracked, and there's a souvenir for a happy fan.
I don't know if they're happy necessarily. Oh, brand new one?
You know, just because we want to see it again.
Speak for yourself. Oh, man. Listen, my testes are hurting just from watching this. That's enough of that.
The crowd is cheering, hoping Yoshida can continue here. He only gets a 5-minute recovery time, of course.
Well, it's also interesting, too, that these guys are still wearing plastic groin protectors, you know, and they have the metal.
Yeah, mine's made of titanium.
Yeah, I know. It's like, you know, I know the tie cup is a bit rough on you when you first get used to it, but, you know, it's definitely a much better
take the opportunity to send a couple of more shout-outs to Sean Swanson and Carolyn Williams, who are watching in Ontario, Canada.
Hey, why do you get to do all the shout-outs?
Mayhem, you go for it, brother.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout-out to my dad. Hey, Dad. I think you got HD Net still, don't you? And
big shout-out to
Ryan Loco.
Yeah, Ryan Loco. And another Sengoku former fighter who's watching, one of your buddies, King Mo.
King of Mo the Wall, sitting at the house. What's up, dog? Yeah, we go hard in Japan. Man, I hope his balls are okay.
Ridiculous testicular damage. Some concerned looks from that beautiful female in the crowd there. Yoshida.
Sweet hairstyle. Man, I hope
she's straight out of Harajuku.
Man, this is bad. This is bad for at least a pair of somebody.
Yoshida, a four-time medalist in the World Judo Championships, 91 bronze, 93, 95 silver, 1999 he claimed the gold. He said about Ishii's debut, since this is Ishii's debut, there's no tape on him. I trained everything in balance because we really don't know how he'll try to fight. And he refused to take the bait repeatedly when Ishii tried to rile him up with pre-fight comments, saying that Yoshida is trying to build a persona for himself as a fighter, so good for him. I guess it's important as a pro fighter, but I could never really do it. Said he had the edge and experience he felt, and that training to fight is very different from actually fighting, which is something we mentioned the game before, Guy. I mean, you can train with the Mashidas and the Randy Couture's and the Kakunos all you like, but that's all gonna change when you step into the ring and get clocked in the kisser for the first time by someone like Yoshida.
Yeah, and the other thing too is there's a lot of athletes that are phenomenal in the gym. You know, they're referred to as gym fighters. Very tough in the gym, but then when they don't perform well under the lights, and that's when it really counts.
Surely this has been 5 minutes now, and there needs to be a ruling on whether Yoshida can continue or not.
I think he's fixing. I think he's trying to put the cup in to go. Looked like they handed him a cup, and he's having a hard time adjusting it.
I think it might be 5 minutes per testicle. And as we all know, Yoshida has 3.
Yeah, so we better read the rules. Anybody get us a rule book here?
Mayhem, by the way, I want to say congratulations, all the work on Bully Beatdown you've been doing as well. I believe another season has been signed up.
I think so.
We hope so. Really enjoying it.
America hopes so.
Yeah, we really do.
Bigelow, your producer is watching us as well on HDNet at the moment. Eric?
Van Wagenen?
Yeah, Van Wag's watching it.
Van Wag is watching, I'm sure.
Worked with him on the Contender Asia last year. Great man. Bigelow to Eric. Happy New Year to you.
I wish he had such nice things to say about you.
I actually ran into him in a meeting we had in LA and told me to tell you say hello, and I forgot, so now I'm saying hello to you from him.
You are useless, Mezga. Absolutely useless.
I'll say that.
You're about as useless as Yoshida's testicles right now.
Oh, you wound me. You wound me so. Literally below the belt, yes. Oh, you wound me.
Ishii has been training, as I said, did some work with Lyoto Machida. You can find some YouTube footage of him with Machida. Also been working out with Robert Drysdale, Extreme Couture, American Top Team.
It's a little nerve-wracking that he's just moved around so much.
Yeah, to be honest, that I don't think that's a very good idea. He needs to find a camp to train with.
Word is coming through. Let's go to Jonathan Scher. Jonathan, what have you heard?
Well, there was just an announcement right now that said that Ishii was given a red card, so that's a deduction from his point total.
Okay. I'll throw back to a point before as well. Going back to that Melvin Manoff fight, we'll think it was Gerard Gordeau in the corner. We were close. It was Remco Pardell.
That's right, Remco.
That's the name.
Was, yeah.
Remco Pardell.
The judo player, yeah.
In the corner of Melvin Manoff earlier on tonight, not Gerard Gordeau. Wasn't Remco Pardell the one who absolutely elbowed Orlando Veet's head into the canvas?
Yes, he did.
That's right. Now my memory is working finally.
You guys are taking it back to Art Jimerson days.
He is old school. We're going back to Keith Hackney days.
You know, the sad part about it, that's when I started. Yeah, before there were rules and stuff, that shows you.
Damn, guy, you're old.
Yes, I am. And I just had having another birthday in a couple hours, and I'm going to be even freaking older, which is
Awesome.
not that much fun.
I'll be there for that.
Okay, we are about to recommence Ishii and Yoshida. It has been Ishii's round so far here in the second. He tries for a balk right hand.
Yeah, but I think this point deduction is going to neutralize this round for him. I don't think he's going to be able to win it. I mean, at best is going to be a draw because of the point deduction.
10-9 round will suddenly go to 9 points apiece. Ooh, a nice high kick there from Yoshida. Now we're on the ground for the first time. Ishii goes to side control. Well, we just got a little tease there, Mayhem, right before the bell of the ground game of Satoshi Ishii.
Yeah, just a taste of the ground game. I mean, not even a pinch. You know, we saw a little bit of it, but you know, from that little bit, I can tell that it looks like Ishii's ground game is fairly developed, and if he gets down on the ground again, he might be able to pass Yoshida's guard and affect some damage.
Guy, if you're in the corner here of Satoshi Ishii, what are you telling him to do in the third round?
Well, you got to tell him to initiate another takedown like that. He's got to get some kind of takedown. He's got to have a massive ground and pound game. Try to finish this fight, because if this, you know, I don't know how much the point deduction is. Is it 1 point? Is it 2 points? What? They didn't really say. They just said there was a point. There is a, you know, it affected his total point score. So, I mean, let's say it's a, you know, 10-9. It's at best was a 9-9 round. You know, he's going to lose this fight. The best he could do is go for a draw. He needs to definitely have a superior win in this round, a finish or a 10-8 round.
That was impressive how Ishii rode that high left round kick and then took Yoshida to canvas. Here it is again.
Ouch, not again. Japanese producers are sadistic. I do not want to see that anymore. It looked horrible.
Yoshida.
Yeah, I mean, Ishii ate a nice kick to the face and followed up with a takedown. That was pretty impressive.
Another of my mixed martial arts nerdish Yoshida facts. He owns a Ferrari, an F430 Spider. Kind of like that.
Oh, and I have to be jealous.
Yeah.
That's pretty
round.
sweet.
Yeah, I kind of wanted him to win until that part.
More of Ishii's game here, this little clench where he's doing the most damage.
This is more like it from Ishii. Second round was his, bar the point deduction. First round was definitely all Yoshida. But Ishii's confidence looks to be flowing now. Well, uppercut from Yoshida.
That could be dangerous,
yeah,
because
he just took two hard shots.
Yeah, Yoshida definitely is very dangerous still.
Yoshida back against the ropes here.
Very surprised that they try those trips with no judo gi. You know, I think the gi is a big factor in the judo player's game, you know. And with no gi, it's kind of hard to do those takedowns.
Well, that, you know, to be honest, even with the gi, that particular takedown's not a high percentage takedown against really good judo players. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really see it. He should be using the inside trip on there instead of the, you know, that outer reap. He should go for the inside. It's much easier to get, and it is, you know, you see that a lot in MMA. That's effective.
Ishii even looking a lot more confident with his striking now. 3 minutes 35 remaining in the third round.
Well, you know, if Ishii's going to pull this out, he needs to have a more definitive round than just sitting back here and doing this.
Moves in, clinches up with Yoshida. Looks like an arm wrestling. Gut munching knee from Ishii. Yoshida drops his weight down. Ishii looks to lock onto that left leg. Not happening for him. Rips into the upper left rib cage.
There he's tried the inside trip. A little bit better.
Tell you what, not exactly the kind of fight that the founder of Judo, Jigoro Kano, would be proud of.
Yeah, I think the judo neutralizes one another. You know, they're not able to take each other down really, and it's turned into a boxing match. Happens in America with wrestlers. You know, two good wrestlers end up having a boxing match because they don't wrestle.
Ishii edges forward again, takes an outside thigh kick, rips in with the right hand, didn't connect for him. And Yoshida, the 40-year-old veteran, pokes out the jab in triplicate. A lot more aggression here from Ishii. Yoshida tried to pull the head down with a tie clinch.
Well, Ishii, you know, listen, he must be listening to his corner. He's doing what he needs to do. He just needs to be a little more effective. He's not really landing these shots. He's throwing a lot, but they're not really landing.
The young bull and the old warhorse, a much better round for the bull. Locking up the left arm there, Yoshida. Referee says, let's break. Let's bring it back to center ring. Let's keep the action flowing here.
Yoshida looks tired, though. Yoshida looks like he's wearing down.
Yeah, Ishii looks to be in good condition.
Looking for that inside trip again there, Satoshi Ishii.
And still.
I really want to see this one go to ground. We only saw 10 or so seconds.
Oh, nice shot.
In the end of the second round.
Ishii landed a pretty good little short right hand.
Yeah, Ishii looks a lot.
Oh, another right hand.
Good left hook from Satoshi Ishii. Yoshida sprints off to his right. Ooh, a shoulder thrust there from Ishii. Left hook from Ishii. Popping up a cut, missed the target. Ishii sucking in the air now. So too is Yoshida.
This is gut check time for these guys.
Can Ishii take him down? He's looking for it.
He's in throwing position right there.
How he would bring the house down if Ishii threw Yoshida. Yoshida shoots for a single, Ishii sprawls. And we're on the ground again, this time with 35 seconds on the clock. Yoshida absolutely locked onto that left leg.
Yeah, death grip on there, but I don't see much happening from here.
Ishii hammer fisting the tricep area. Won't do a whole lot, 20 seconds remaining. A referee brings them back to a standing position.
I always like this referee.
One of them got a big shot left.
I always like this referee. He's always quick to keep the action going.
Ishii with a hook. Yoshida, one big overhand right, and Ishii skips forward, fires an uppercut, and a left hand. Brings it home strongly.
Man, you know what? With that point deduction, what the hell? How do you call this right now?
Harder to pick than a broken nose. I don't know which way to go. Guy?
You know, this is a draw. I mean, you know, again, if they're really doing a 10-point must system, you know, I mean, you give the first round to Yoshida, second round you give to Ishii, but Ishii got a point deduction, so it's an even round, and Ishii won that round. I mean, I think he did. I mean,
yeah, I mean, that's what I'm assuming too.
Yeah.
But I've been wrong, and sitting in this chair, I've been wrong.
So,
well, sometimes you're right, but the judges get it wrong. And then,
just getting the abacus out, and by our unofficial scorecard, we would have it 28-28. It'd be 10-9 Yoshida the first, 9-all the second. It would have been Ishii's round 10-9, but he got deducted a point. 9-all second round, then Ishii the third round 10-9. That makes it 28-28, a draw. That said, Mayhem, what did you think of the debut of Satoshi Ishii?
Yeah, I think that he had a little butterflies coming in and couldn't really affect it. And I really thought that he wasn't, you know, he's not used to getting hit. I thought that that fight would have been over right there. But, you know, Yoshida didn't close the deal, and Ishii came back strong round 2. With this point deduction, you know, it makes it a lot more interesting.
well, I'll tell you what they need to do with Ishii. They need to give him, the problem is he's such a big star that he's going to be fighting a lot of tough guys, and he really needs to be brought up a little bit slower. And, I mean, even Yoshida, who's a older fighter, still has 16, 17 fights, something like that. What, 20 fights? You know,
8-7-1, 16 fights in mixed martial arts for Yoshida.
Yeah, I mean, it's 16 fights.
You know, and he's beaten guys like Don Fry, Maurice Smith, Tank Abbott, Mark Hunt.
Yeah.
All decent names in their time.
Yes.
判定の結果をお伝えします。ジャッジ小林、吉田。
First judge to
ジャッジ小
Yoshida.
林、吉田。
He's done it.
Oh, my goodness.
I have to pound the fist of Jason Mayhem Miller. You called it, Mayhem.
Bro, you got that one. You got that one. I didn't. I I'd have bet the house. I'd have bet the house entirely on Ishii on that one.
I would
Good thing
have
I'm
your
not a
house
gambler.
right now.
Good thing I'm not a gambling man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know. I just know that what Yoshida is capable of. Very strong, you know. Despite the age discrepancy, you know, I think that you know, Yoshida is still such a solid force.
They're about to present the Raiden Cup here to Hidehiko Yoshida, who has put a big upset on proceedings in spoiling the coming out party, the debut of the man who was the most sought-after heavyweight on the planet. UFC tried to sign him, so too did Dream. Sengoku's the one that eventually got his signature, but it wasn't to be for Satoshi Ishii. Not a good year for the debutant judoka in mixed martial arts. We saw Hiroshi Azumi lose his mixed martial arts debut at Sengoku 10. We've seen an even bigger name in Ishii lose his debut here tonight at Dynamite.
格闘家人生 K-1 ヘビー級ふざけんなよって挑戦じゃん俺の方が絶対面白い試合するってヘビー級に挑戦してさでマックスできてさでチャンピオンになってさでそれからずーっと勝てなくてさで去年までずっと挑戦してた最後まで挑戦よ
最後の挑戦最後の反逆高校中退社会からドロップアウトした少年が選んだ道は拳一つでの成り上がり
これからは僕の時代です
大口を叩いて世間にアピール結果を出さねばただのヒールだったが人生の賭けに勝っただが栄光は長く続かなかった屈強な外国勢と悲運に何度も涙を飲んだ
もう限界だなとか思ってる時もあったけどチャンピオンを取り返すってことがもうずっと思ってることなんで倒して勝たなきゃ次の道はないみたいな必要とされなければね俺の仕事場がなくなるっていう感覚だったからでもそういう時逃げてたら今の俺は絶対ないし
壁があるなら立ち向かえ誰もが敬遠する史上最強王者にあえて挑んだそして
もう今年はやるでしょもういい加減やるよ見てて俺がチャンピオンになるから一応なると思うんですよチャンピオンいいんですよ
本当に一つのことを一生懸命頑張ると本当にいいことがあるんだなっていうふうに今日本当に思います多分いろいろみんなも辛いことでもいろいろあると思うけど途中で諦めずに最後までやり通すとすごいいいことだなって今日思いました
緩い試合を俺はやるつもりは全くないし最後も本当バチバチの去年みたいな倒し合いをして記憶に残る試合したいなと思います
思い残すことはなかったあの男との再戦を除いては驚愕の戦歴を誇る K-1 大国オランダの英雄全戦全敗マサトが唯一勝てていない男越えられない壁などないその証明のため今夜
挑戦だからね楽な試合して引退試合って形式的なのだったらいいけどさ一番強い俺を見せるっていう
I think you want to make a world war III or something
for the third time that we have to fight, I want to win too.
いやもうこれはもう完璧に運命で俺が彼を倒して終わるっていう運命筋書きですよ。俺が倒す運命それで終わる。
歴史にピリオドを打つ今夜。
一番強い時にまだもっと見たいと思われながらやめたいと思って
最後のビッグマウス。やれるもんならやってみろ。マサト VS アンディ・サワー。
フィールズダイナマイト勇気の力2009。ただいまより本日の最終試合、マサト選手引退試合を行います。青コーナーよりアンディ・サワー選手の入場です。
I know you want to see me fall, man. I know you'd rather see me lose it all. But I'm a born winner. I was put on this earth to make a difference, homie. The world is my playground. The birds left the cage. I'm doing things my way now. Yeah, man, I'm willing to die for the cause. That's the difference between me and y'all. To be the best, you have to be the best. My style is everlasting, and I'ma never back down, you fucking clown. Yeah, we win, you lose, we live, you die. The world is mine.
You talk about the near-perfect fighter. You talk about a seemingly flawless in-ring individual. You talk about a man with a fighting IQ that would be around 200. And you talk about Andy Souwer. Trained by the great Andre Menard at the Maduro Gym in Amsterdam. A K-1 record, amazingly, 21-4, 7 knockouts. His overall career record, though, is stunning. 134 wins, 8 losses, 1 draw, 84 KOs. He comes in off a loss to Giorgio Petrosian in the K1 Max final in October, after having gone to war with Buakau in the semis, grinding out a controversial extra round decision win. Before the loss to Petrosian, Souwer had been on a wicked 4-fight winning streak, including a brilliant win over Artur Kashenko in the Max Final 16. Arguably the most successful kick fighter of all time. He's won more world titles than just about any other fighter on the planet, including 2 K1 Max titles in 05 and 07. 3 S Cup victories 02, 04 and 08. 7 different shoot boxing and Muay Thai super welterweight world titles, including the ISKA, WKA and WMTA straps. His 10-fight win streak between 03 and 06 is the longest in K1 Max history, along with the winning streak of Masato between 03 and 04. A child prodigy, Andy Souwer is now the main event at Dynamite and will try and spoil the biggest party in Japanese K1 history.
Masato選手入場!
that ovation! 45,000 fans going off their rockers! Enter the Silver Wolf! Enter the legend! Enter Masato! There is no bigger name in Japanese fight sports than Masato. K-1 Max champion in 03 and 08. The only Japanese fighter to ever win a K-1 World Grand Prix title. He's lost only 2 fights in the last 4 years. And both of those losses were against Andy Souwer by TKO in 2007, by decision in 2006. A K1 record of 35-4-1, 10 knockouts. A career record of 54-6-2, 24 knockouts. Coming off a complete drubbing of Kawajiri on July 13, where Kawajiri's corner threw in the towel in the second round. Has gone 13-2 in his last 15. 5-0 in his last 5. And still only young. Masato has decided to call it quits while he is still at the top of his game. It is a very rare sight in fight sports, let alone any sort of sport.
これより本日の最終試合、マサト選手引退試合を行います。青コーナー178センチ、70キログラム、アンディ・サーバー。赤コーナー174センチ、70キログラム、マサト。
Even though Andy Souwer has beaten him twice, it is Masato who comes in as a favourite, -145. Souwer at +115. 45,000 people makes this the biggest live attendance for any mixed martial arts show in 2009. The Netherlands versus Japan. Arch rivals about to throw down for a 3rd time. It's not as if Masato took any favours for his retirement fight. He is fighting the man who has beaten him twice. He is fighting a man whose number he has never had. And Andy Souwer says it's not going to be any different here tonight. It's not the usual 3 rounds of K1 action. This one's 5 rounds. This one's made to last. This one is set to go down in the history books. The retirement fight of the most popular fighting commodity to ever hit Japan. Masato and Andy Souwer is a happening. You are seeing history in the making. Michael Chiavello, Guy Mezger, Mayhem Miller, and Ray Sefo with you. And this place is alive. Masato, speed, combinations, precision. Souwer, speed, combinations, precision.
Same thing, different order.
Both men do almost nothing wrong. Ray, it's hard to pick a flaw in Andy's game or in Masato's game.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, like you pointed out, they both got speed, they both have power, and it's just a matter of whoever puts the combinations properly together tonight. You know, go back to Masato's last loss to Andy Souwer. I mean, he only lost that fight because it was a tournament event. He couldn't come out, couldn't stand on his leg in that 3rd round. But, you know, that fight, I thought he was winning the fight until that point in time.
It was on that night that I thought Masato produced one of his greatest performances against Buakaw at the Budokan.
Absolutely.
Back in October 2007. Andy Souwer wearing the long shoot boxing trunks here. He's been banned from wearing them in the K1 Max this year. He likes to wear them as a throwback to his shoot boxing days where he was a multiple world champion that really launched him onto the world scene. There's a lot of nostalgia in the long shoot boxing trunks of Andy Souwer. Masato may be the greatest natural boxer in K-1 history, be it middleweights or heavyweights. Outside thigh kick. Guard nice and high from Masato. They trade leg kicks. In Andy Souwer's corner, the genius Andre Menard. You know Andre would have formulated a game plan for Andy. Let's see how the game plan unfolds in center ring. Masato goes to the lead thigh. Still just a filling out process here in the first as Andy switches up, lead leg round kick to the head. Fakes off the front leg, fakes again to Souwer, and Masato punches him. A nice two-punch combination.
I like to see Andy use his hands as well. At the moment, he's, for example, he threw that kick without setting it up. Masato's doing a brilliant job using, mixing it up, hands and legs together.
Triple jab, like outside thigh kick from Masato. That'll score for him. Again, sits behind the jab, sets up the cross and the outside thigh kick. Big leg kick from Andy Souwer.
That was like the first actual combination from Souwer. Now he's putting some stuff together now.
Yeah, but both trading devastating leg kicks.
Look at the right hand from Masato, the first real power salvo. And every time he lands...
That landed on the shoulder.
Every time he lands, this crowd just roars.
I was going to say, they should use their jab a little bit more. Masato's obviously doing a good job with that.
End of the first round, we go to the towels. Sugar Ray, your thoughts after one?
Absolutely, Masato's, obviously he's very warm. He wants to go out on top, and I give him that first round.
Mayhem.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's imposing his will on the fight. I mean, Souwer looked like he's kind of starting slow here. Probably not a good idea.
Guy.
Yeah, I mean, easy first round from Masato. But yeah, I mean, Andy Souwer is notorious for starting a little slow. But he needs to pick it up if he's going to win. He's got a few rounds though. It's a 5-rounder, not a 3-rounder. So.
And the judges have given it. 2 judges go the way of Masato. The third judge gives it a drawn first round.
Wow. Really?
I don't see how, but Masato winning on 2 judges' scorecards after one. There's Masato's wife here ringside, the woman who broke hearts across the world when she married Masato. Second round of 5. They touch gloves. Masato looking a picture of physical perfection, as is Souwer. Catch and sweep there from Andy Souwer, not permitted under K-1 Max rules, of course. Jab 2 from Masato. Jab 2 again from Masato. His hands are faster than a speeding ticket.
I don't like Souwer actually kicking inside when Masato's throwing shots because, it leaves him wide open and Masato could land that right hand or even the left hook.
Yeah, he already landed right hand behind his jab. I mean, it's happening already.
Checks the low kick, does Masato. Nice hook off the lead glove, caught him to the side of the eye, goes down to the bread basket, outside thigh kick.
Masato's putting everything together nicely. And Souwer's got to start putting, maybe he's got to start copycatting.
It's possible. It looks like the only option right now.
Right.
Souwer fakes with a jab. Masato punches him once more. Clinch, opportunity to work the knees. Souwer looks to put him through the ropes. He wanted to work the knee to the jawline. And they drift back to center ring. Long reaching left hook didn't connect for Masato. Throws the right hand down the tube. Snappy jab, right hand from Masato. Too fast at this stage for Souwer.
Obviously, Masato's hand combination and speed is putting Souwer off right now.
Good jab.
Good right hand by Souwer though.
Counter right hand.
And he goes and lands the right hand.
Yeah.
Masato's massive entourage and his massive following. The Masato special section paid $1,000 a ticket here tonight. Oh, and he rips away to the liver. Then goes upstairs, changing levels, Masato. That beautiful boxing work, Sugar Ray.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that liver shot was more like a thigh shot, but it's still great combinations.
Man, all I know is that Masato's cheering section is getting their 10,000 yen's worth.
See, that's where Masato's got to be careful because Andy Souwer's proven us a million times over when he counters with that left hook. He's put a lot of people down with that left hook.
Double jab, outside thigh kick from Masato. Souwer goes to the upper right rib cage. Masato scoops to the midsection. Half a minute remaining. Big overhand right there from Souwer. Pops the uppercut on the inside. Corking knee to the outside left thigh from Andy. Glances towards Andre Menard in the corner. And Masato again goes to the carcass. And Souwer returns the favour. Souwer's got one of the best liver shots in the business.
That was a beautiful uppercut that Masato threw.
Souwer bringing it home nicely now. Inside thigh kick. Left hook from Andy. End of the second, 3 more to go. Souwer pumps a fist into the air. Let's run the table again. Sugar Ray.
I mean, Souwer was definitely a lot busier in that round, but Masato I still think Masato took that round.
Mayhem.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think that he did enough to affect it. I mean, Souwer poured it on strong near the end, but hey, you know, it's a whole round.
Guy.
Yeah, same. I think Souwer's big right hand kind of brought him in at the end, but too late, not enough. It was definitely a Masato round.
The judges disagree with us. They've all gone a drawn round.
Wow. Well, maybe that end of the round that Souwer turned it up, maybe that's why.
Maybe we should switch jobs.
Yeah,
so 2 judges have it 20-19 Masato. The 3rd judge has it 20-all. There is some swelling under the right eye here of Andy Souwer. Meanwhile, Masato looks relatively unscathed, though better signs from Souwer, as the boy said in the final 30 seconds of the second stanza. 3rd of 5. Good leg kick from Masato.
Andy's definitely picking it up, though. He's putting the combinations together.
Masato just slips. Andy tracking away to the inside and outside lead leg. Double jab leg kick Masato.
But here we go again. It's a repeat of the last 2 rounds. Masato is, very active. Andy's kind of waiting. And, hence the reason why in our books he's losing this fight, because he's waiting too much.
Yeah. I mean, he's waiting for that counter, but that counter's not coming.
Right.
So, he's just letting Masato impose his will.
And when he does counter, he's only countering with 1 shot.
Yeah.
Step up knee from Masato. Sticks the jab in the face. Souwer locks down with him. They tango and waltz towards the ropes, and the referee calls break with a bit of a slap and a tickle. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the 3rd. Nice shot to the body and a knee from Souwer. Good combination work from the Dutchman.
Now, Mike, I don't know if you've heard this, but I heard that in Japan, it's traditional to lose your retiring fight.
It is, right. They say if you win your retirement fight, what are you retiring for?
So, yeah, we'll see if it's a myth.
Shrugs him off, does Masato. Step up knee from Souwer. Certainly Andy Souwer has turned it on here in the 3rd round. And the momentum now with Souwer, you feel. Listen to this crowd. Masato, they chant.
Chopping down that leg. That lead leg is getting hammered.
I don't know why, Andy's not blocking.
I think he's trying to step in with these hands, and he just keeps getting caught with that outside kick.
He took a right hook there, too. Pretty solid.
Checks a low kick. Souwer must have heard us. High right round kick from Andy. Masato looked for a lead right hand. Couldn't get through the double forearms guard.
Maybe we're not that far after all.
45 seconds on the clock, 3rd of 5. Been a much better round for Andy Souwer. Masato, nice step through knee to the brick basket. Snaps the jab to the noggin. Tries to line up the right hand, but Andy got on the inside. Masato, double jab, right hand. Souwer kicks out the lead thigh. 15 seconds down the 3rd round, Ray.
That was a nice switch right uppercut.
All tied up. Souwer glancing up towards the screens. You can see that swelling under the right eye of the Dutch fighter. I think this has been Andy Souwer's round. Masato trying to steal it on the buzzer. Spill to the canvas. 2 more to go. Let's run the gauntlet again, Ray.
I'm gonna have to say Masato started well. Andy Souwer came back on, so I'll make it at a draw.
Drawn round, says Sugar Ray. Mayhem.
I hate to damn follow you so much, but man, I'm gonna have to do the same thing because they went back and forth so much.
Okay, you two are sitting on the fence with splinters in your ass. Go on, let's go.
No, I think Souwer won just because I think Souwer landed the harder punches. He didn't throw as many, but I think he landed the harder punches.
And I'm going to agree. I'll go Andy Souwer. The judges, meanwhile, the open scoring system, all 10 points apiece.
Well, you know.
Thank you, Jay.
We're actually getting our license from the commission this
Yeah, I was
week.
going to say, guys, but the commissions, I mean, these judges have been wrong. I mean, come on, let's face it. They should have won that second round. That was not an even round, you know. It was definitely a Masato round. And they
So, in other
even.
words, Jason, I did that right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. The far end of the table caught that one. We have two judges, 30-29. One judge at 30 points apiece after 3. That's the official score. Round 4 of fight. Masato goes for the legs. So too does Souwer. Nice knee trying to tuck it under the jawline.
But he ate a right hand when he did that.
Yeah, and he blocked that knee.
Ooh, nice. Overhand right.
Oh, nice fake. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Beautiful jab.
It is just excellence of execution here.
But like you said earlier, Mike, you know, it's very hard to fault these guys. They're such excellent fighters, so complete.
Yeah.
Jab, Masato, right hand. Good leg kick. Shin met thigh. Double jab, outside thigh kick again from Masato. That'll score for him.
Well, here we go again. You know, Masato's actually been dominating this first minute of this round.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, in the later rounds, Andy Souwer's going to probably lose the round because of that.
Body shot from Souwer, digging away to the liver section. Masato returns the favour, dipping with the left hand. Then goes up to the jawline. Step up knee from Souwer, jab, outside thigh kick, Masato. It is just a beautiful.
Down goes Souwer! We were just talking about that before, about him firing a kick or a knee that close, and he ate a right hand for it.
Listen to this craziness! Wow! Andy Souwer's been dropped in the 4th round. Listen to this. And here come the Masato chants again. Weaves out of the way of the high kick. Masato's got the energy flowing now. It's coursing through his veins. Look at the speed. Look at the precision. Masato tags him with the lead right hand. And they tie up. Andy's got to score a knockdown back of his own. It'll be a 10-8 round. Uppercut from Souwer. High left round kick.
The amount of techniques done in this fight are amazing.
Absolutely.
Every direction, every
angle,
punch, every angle, everything is a power shot.
I tell you what, for the mixed martial arts fans who have never watched K-1 before, who've never watched K-1 Max before, this is what K-1 Max is all about. It's always like this, lightning techniques, huge work rate, and just crazy-ass crowds. And
Masato's hurt. Masato is hurt.
Andy Souwer with the right hand to Masato.
Hang on.
Masato's got to keep that left hand up.
Uppercuts. They are going toe-to-toe. It's like something out of a Hollywood movie. Wow.
What a round.
That was awesome.
But, you know, that goes to show what a warrior Masato is.
Oh, yeah.
He's won a round already, a 10-8 round. Dropping the guy. I could have hung off, but he still went and stood there toe-to-toe and battled.
It's great.
That is what K-1 Max is all about. Boom! To the orbital bone from Masato. Beautifully timed. With timing like that, he shouldn't be Japanese, he should be Swiss. And it should be a 10-8 round, you feel? Yeah, 2 judges 10-8, 1 judge 10-9 to Masato. Ray, what should Andre Menard be telling Andy to do for the final round?
He's got to go out and dominate that round. He's got to go out and throw power shots and just throw everything he's got. I mean, right to the bow. And try and because he obviously had hurt Masato towards the end of that round. So he's got to put pressure on and just go for gold.
Yeah, he hurt him by mixing the kicks with the hands.
It is absolutely deafening. Uppercut, high left round kick from Masato. Opens up with a heavy artillery. Can you believe it, Ray? Can you believe we've only got another 2 minutes and 40 seconds of Masato's career?
Yeah, you know, it's sad to see because, you know, again, you can't, you know, count Andy Souwer out yet because it's not over. But, you know, if Masato does win this, it'd be sad to see him retire so early when you see greatness like that. And, you know, he's got so much left in his career.
Quality fighting right here.
It is just the aesthetic beauty of K-1 Max.
Beautiful right hand left hook by Masato.
You know, but for all that though, guys, he's got to have the desire, and I think he might not have the desire anymore. And, and that's
he's done it all. He's won it twice.
Looks like desire right here in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing also, you know, I know he's doing a few movies and what have you. You know, he's done it all. He's been a champion. He's fought the best of the best. So, you know.
And he's beaten the best of the best, except for this man in center ring, except for Andy Souwer. But he's beating him at the moment. Look at the look of grit and determination on the face of Souwer.
I think Andy Souwer's getting a little bit frustrated also.
Oh yeah, he's letting it show here.
Oh, Souwer goes to the liver nicely. His trademark shot.
Souwer should be putting punch combinations together rather than just one shot like that.
Oh, he ran into a stiff left hand.
Masato weaving into right hand. Souwer, that one went so high I heard organs playing. Step up knee to the midsection. Masato returns the favor. 1 minute 10 remaining in the career of Masato. Knee again to the midsection from Masato.
If you got to go out, you got to go out like this, baby.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is, whether he wins or loses, this is a freaking war, and this is what you want.
You know, this is the thing that makes Masato so great. Every single time he jumps in that ring, he comes out on, you know, firing and let it all hang out in there.
You look at the counter left hand.
Beautiful counter left.
All tied up. We now have 40 seconds remaining in Masato's career. Uppercut, beautifully timed. Andy Souwer, time has now become his enemy. He's got to go for broke. He's got to pull out all the stops, and here comes Souwer now. Looking for the outside thigh, but Masato too quick, too slick. Look at that jab, two uppercut.
Right hand and right uppercut.
Final 10 seconds of Masato's fighting life, and listen to it. This is it. This is the end. The career of Masato is over.
What a great fight.
Wow, what a way to go out. What a great fight.
You go out, baby. That's how you go out.
Absolutely.
Well, guys, how did you see this? How did you see this one come out? I mean, this round.
Yeah. I mean, I think Masato poured it on.
Yeah.
You know, nobody was definitely hurt, but I mean, there were some shots in there that Masato landed, and some combinations that he landed with just par excellence.
Absolutely. You know, he put things together. Andy Souwer was a little bit frustrated. You know, he was trying to throw him and things like that, but he put on, Masato definitely won that round.
It is a moment in history we will never forget. Masato on the shoulders of Andy Souwer. Masato's wife on her feet as our 45,000 plus here at the Saitama Super Arena. Tonight, Masato has put the end in legend, because that is what he is. the most popular Japanese fighter of all time, the ratings winner, the two-time Max champion. He adorns magazines, he adorns TV shows, billboards, and soon to adorn the movie world. He goes out a winner. He's a lovely guy outside the ring, Masato. A true ambassador for the sport of K1. A marvelous athlete. Ray, we could go on all night singing the praise of Masato. And for you and I, brother, who have been following his career and commentating his fights for a long time, I'm finding this a very emotional moment, a very sad moment to say goodbye to one of my true favorites. And I know that you've always said he is one of your true favorites.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, like you say, it's very sad to see him go. You know, sometimes, you know, fighters retire and come back. So I hope he does come back. You know, I hope a year from now he decides that he wants to fight and come back, because he showed tonight he's not ready to retire. He showed tonight that all his, you know, why he's such a great fighter. And it is sad, but again, if you got to go out on top, if you got to go out, you got to go out on top.
Kai Mezga, as the only retired fighter on our panel here, what's it like to go into retirement? How hard is it to stay retired? How hard will it be for Masato to stay retired?
It's difficult. Believe me, I've several times have had the call to want to go back and fight, and you know, it's tough. But you know, when you make the decision, especially at a certain age, you know, you should stick with it, and you know, that's what I did. But believe me, it's not easy. It's not easy at all.
In centering, Masato will address the audience here at the Saitama Super Arena. It says a lot about Masato and the respect that he commands that no one has left this arena. Everyone is stuck around to hear what Masato has to say. And Jonathan, sure, you're going to translate it for us.
Well, he's thanking all the fans for all of the support that they've given to him over the years. And thanks to K1, the staff. He thanks the fans that have rooted for him for so long from the bottom of his heart. So he says he's only 30, so this is his last fight, but he still has a lot of life left to live. And he's looking forward to the new things that he's going to have from next year. So thank you all.
Amazing. Look at the widespread emotion here at the Saitama Arena. That's what makes it even more amazing. The fact that Masato retires as a 30-year-old. We've seen other retirements this year. We saw Kozo Takeda retire in October, but Takeda was like 40 years old. He was a relic. Masato only 30, which is a time, Ray, that a lot of fighters are actually peaking when they hit 30 years old, not retiring.
Absolutely. I mean, all you got to do is look down here, and like you said, no one has left the arena. 45,000 people are still here. Again, it's sad to see him go, but you know, life, you know, you got to move on, and we wish him all the best.
Mayhem, you're a mixed martial arts fighter. You look at a K1 Max fighter like Masato, you know the legacy of Masato, you know how big he is here in Japan. What do you think when you see Masato in centering and you see him hanging up the gloves here tonight?
You know, I just feel that if he feels that he has done that all he has to do here in the sport, well, who am I to tell him what to do, you know? I think that he's left an incredible legacy, and like you said, he will be considered a legend in the world of kickboxing. So if he wants to hang him up, hang him up.
Guy, does it surprise you that Masato decided to call it quits at 30 years of age? Even if he didn't want to go after a third K1 Max Grand Prix crown, he could have still competed at the highest level in single matches and get very handsomely paid. Because I believe Masato, out of every K1 fighter, be they a heavyweight or a middleweight, is actually by far and beyond the highest paid K1 fighter on the circuit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, he has to do what's best for him and his family, but again, I mean, we don't know what's going through his head. There's sometimes guys are just, they're done. I mean, they fought it all. They just don't have the desire to fight. I mean, near the end of my career, that was really kind of what it was. And then, you know, when I decided to retire, then suddenly I wanted to fight again, but you know, I made the decision to retire.
Guys, I want to say that Dynamite has been an epic event here tonight. It has been so great to be a part of it with all of you. Brother Ray, congratulations on your victory.
Thank you, brother.
A return this year to K1. Next year, we'll see you again on the circuit.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Mayhem, fantastic, brother. Thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed it. Quickly, Mayhem, your favorite fight of the night.
Man, I'm going to have to go with Aoki breaking an arm, or maybe Mr. Zeppo right here.
Guy Mezga, Sexy Beast, Happy New Year, happy birthday as
Thank
well,
you.
brother,
Thank
for
you.
tomorrow. Your favorite fight of the night.
Well, you know, I'll be honest, I kind of liked, of course, Ray's was by far the best. And then outside of Ray's fight, you know, to be honest, there was a lot of good ones, but I like the Gono Sakurai fight.
Okay, folks, and at the end of the day, it was Team Dream who came up triumphant. Maybe a lot closer than a lot of people thought. 5 fights to 4. We also saw Masato an easy victory over Goodridge, and of course Masato in his retirement fight. From myself, Michael Chavallo, thank you for watching Dynamite, and a happy New Year.